Hello, sports fan. I'd like to welcome you to the Packs for Breakfast All-Star Team Wrap-Up. Now, how do we get our All-Star teams? Well, every Sunday at 6 a.m. Mountain Time, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, we open a bunch of packs of cards. And in those cards, we find our players and we build All-Star teams. Now, we've already gone over Karl Malone and John Stockton. That's our power forward and our guard, our point guard. It's like we went over who should be our center. That's a video that I put up a couple days ago. You should go check that out. And that one is between who would you have at center, Barkley or Lambeer? Now this one right here. This is two of the greatest players to ever play the game. The greatest player right here. Just stop with the LeBron James. Stop. Just stop. Nowhere near as competitive as Michael Jordan. Nowhere near the drive that Jordan had. And if Jordan played in this era, remember, Jordan got beat up a lot because it's like they were able to push him around. You're able to, when Jordan played a lot of basketball, they were allowed to beat you up a little more. And then Larry Bird, I'd also take that guy over LeBron James because I think he was a better teammate and a better pure shooter. LeBron James can do a lot of things really well, and don't get me wrong, I still think LeBron James is great. I just don't like how he's kind of treated. I don't like how he's kind of played late in his career, not on the court, off the court, all the politicking he does, not politics, but the stuff that he kind of hides behind his, his people and whatnot. And of course, none of this is confirmed. This is all just speculation on my part, but I know also LeBron is a very smart man and he knows how to work the media. But I'm sorry, I'm not buying it. I don't buy all the stuff that other people say that he says. I would never say something like that. But let's just talk about these two guys, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird. Absolutely two greats. Michael Jordan was taken with the third pick in his draft. Now, the two guys that were taken in front of him, one of them is a Hall of Famer as well, Hakeem Olajuwon. The next guy was Sam Bowie. That's not a good pick. Michael Jordan, I don't know reason why he wasn't the number one pick overall. It seems like as great as he was, he didn't have a great college career, whereas I think Hakeem had a better college career than Jordan did. But, he went third. But, it's funny because the GOAT in football went in the 6th round. The GOAT in basketball at least went in the 1st round in the 3rd pick. Now, a lot of people know the Michael Jordan, Sam Bowie went in front of him kind of a thing. But Larry Bird, did you know Larry Bird was picked 6th? And do you know who those 5 guys were that were picked in front of him? Michael Thompson. I don't know. Phil Ford. Yeah, I think I knew him more as a coach. Rick Roby. He played for Kentucky. Michael Ray Richardson. Michael Ray Richardson made an all-star game. And Purvis Short out of Jackson State. Michael Ray Richardson was out of Montana University. Not exactly what's known as a powerhouse. But then again, Larry Bird came out of Indiana State, which I don't think you could ever call that a powerhouse school either. They both had phenomenal careers. Larry Bird had averaged 24 points, averaged 10 rebounds a game, which I don't think we give him enough credit for his rebounding, and averaged 6.3 assists per game in his career. He was a 3-time NBA champion. He was a 3-time most valuable player. He was a 12-time All-Star. He was a Finals MVP a couple of times. He has tons of accolades. Definitely worthy of being considered one of the greatest players. Also probably one of the greatest trash talkers of all time. You go onto YouTube and you can find all these great videos of the people that talk about the stories of his trash talking. Michael Jordan, of course, was a 6-time NBA champion, a 6-time NBA Finals MVP. Every time he played in the finals, he was the MVP. He was a 5-time most valuable player, 14-time All-Star. He averaged in his career 30 points a game. This was in the 80s and 90s. He averaged 30 points a game. Scoring wasn't as prolific as it is now, and the three-point line, Michael Jordan didn't shoot a lot of three-pointers. He did in the Portland Trailblazer game, I think, where he was like unconscious just hitting them. But he hit like 6 threes in a row in that game or something insane. And it's like, it wasn't seen a lot. You didn't see a lot of guys raining threes in that era. If Jordan would have worked in this era and he would have shot more three-pointers, he probably would have averaged 45 points a game. Jordan also averaged 6 rebounds a game. Think about it. This is a guy that's your two guard. He's not supposed to be anywhere near the basket, but his athleticism, I'm sure he got a lot of the long rebounds and just, if he's anywhere near the ball, he had great reach. He had a great, leaping ability. So I'm sure he got a lot of rebounds, and a lot of guys thought, how do you get that? But the other thing you don't really know about Michael Jordan, he did average 5 assists a game. I mean, not bad for the two guard, who's your primary shooter and primary, the offense. They used guys like Hodges and Elo and Kerr, and they had a lot of guys, B.J. Armstrong, that they used as their point guards. So the offense a lot of times would still be the ball bringer upper. And then Michael Jordan, they would run plays and get Michael Jordan. And then, of course, Michael Jordan could create his own shots with ease. But these are absolutely two of the greatest players, two dream teamers, the 1992 Dream Team in the Olympics, 2 Hall of Famers, 2 NBA champions, 2 MVPs. Just players that I wish I would have appreciated them more in their time and still maybe watched more of their games, because now that they're gone, all you can do is watch the highlights. And then if you're a LeBron James fan, enjoy what you're getting to watch. If you think LeBron James is the greatest player, enjoy the time that you're still getting to watch LeBron James. Because as some of these players get older, and as I've gotten older, I've learned to appreciate that it's like, I did get to watch Tom Brady for a long time. I do get to watch like Jokic now. It's like, I just appreciate that it's like someday they won't play anymore. Even though it doesn't feel like LeBron will never stop playing basketball, there will come a time where he'll stop and you'll never get to see him play another new game again. So I wish I could go back in time and watch that steal by Bird live happening over again, where I didn't know it was going to happen. Even though I was rooting for the Pistons in that game, I was not rooting for the Celtics. I would still love to watch that again. I watched it when it originally played. I'd love to go back in time and just watch it again. Watch Michael Jordan's insane performances when he's unconscious in the finals, just making shot after shot, and the moves that he made, just to be able to go back and watch him again for the first time. Enjoy what you have in LeBron right now. Enjoy some of the newer, younger players that are out there, because they won't be around forever. These were guys from my younger generation, from when I was younger, and I didn't really appreciate the fact that it's like, you're not going to play forever, and I'll miss you when you're gone. And that's All-Star for now.